this is Genesis chapter 14, and the title is Sodom and Gomorrah. So let's begin. And it came to pass in the days of Amraphel, king of Shinar, Arioch, king of Elasar, Chedorlaomer, king of Elam, and Tidal, king of nations, that these made war with Bera, king of Sodom, and with Birsha, king of Gomorrah. Shinab, king of Admah, and Shem-Eber, king of Zeboim, and the king of Bela, which is Zar. And all these were joined together in the valley of Shittim, which is the Salt Sea. 12 years that they served Chedorlaomer, and in the 13th year they rebelled. And in the 14th year came Chedorlaomer and the kings that were with him, and smote Rephaims in Ashtaroth, Karnaim, and the Zuzims in Ham, and the Emims in Shaven, Kiriataim, and the Hordites in their Mount Shir, unto Elpar-en, which is by the wilderness. And they returned and came to in Mespet, which is Kadesh, and smote all the countries of Amalekites, and also the Amorites that dwelt in Hazazon Tamar. And there went out the king of Sodom, and the king of Gomorrah, and the king of Admah, not Admah, but Admah, and the king of Zeboim, and the king of Bela, the same king is Zar. And they joined battle with them in valley of Shittim, with Chedorlaomer, the king of Elam, and with Tidal, king of nations, and Amraphel, king of Shinar, and Arioch, king of Elasar, 4 kings with 5. And the value of Shittim was full of slime pits. And the kings of Sodom and Gomorrah fled and fell there. And they that remained fled to the mountains. And they took all the goods of Sodom and Gomorrah, and all their victuals, and went their way, And they took Lot, Abram's brother's son, who dwelt in Sodom, and his goods, and departed. And they came one that had escaped and told Abram the Hebrews, for he dwelt in the plain of Mamre, the Amorite, brother of Eshcol, and the brother of Aner. And these were confederate with Abram. And Abram, when he heard his brother was taken captive, he armed his trained servants born in his house, 318, and pursued them unto Dan. And he divided himself against them, he and his servants by night, and smote them, and pursued them unto Hubah, which is on the left hand of Damascus. And he fought back all the goods. Not fought back, but brought back all the goods. And also brought again his brother Lot, and his goods, and the woman also, and the people. And the king of Sodom went out to meet him after his return from the slaughter of Chedorlaomer, and of the kings that were with him at the valley of Shaveh, which is the king's dale. And Melchizedek, king of Salem, brought forth bread and wine, and he was the priest of the Most High God. And he blessed him, and said, Blessed be Abram, of the Most High God, possessor of heaven and earth. And blessed be the Most High God, who hath delivered thine enemies into thy hand. And he gave all tithes of all. And the king of Sodom said unto Abram, Give me the person, and take the goods to thyself. And Abram said to the king of Sodom, I have lifted up mine hands unto the Lord, and Most High God, the possessor of heaven and earth, that I will not take from tread even to a shulek, and that I will not take anything that is thine, lest thou should sayest, I have made Abram rich, save only that which is the young men have eaten, and the portion of the men which is with Aner, Eshcol, and Marie, not Marie, but Memory. Let them take their portion. Okay, so now this is the summary for chapter 14. So let's see what I remember from this chapter. It says, I remember that each nation had a king. Lot was captured, and Abram went to free him. And during that, Abram did free him. And also written down, this is what I written down also, Abram spoke to the king a prayer, which is a very important prayer, showing that he is still faithful to the Lord. No matter who has tried to take him, tried to change him, he's always faithful to the Lord. When you have faith to the Lord, He's the only thing in faith that matters to you. And Abram is still faithful to the Lord. The Lord is faithful to people who want to be faithful to Him. The Lord is everything. When you learn that His faith is stronger than anything, you always have faith to Him. And nothing can take your faith. It doesn't matter how many times people want you to change. It doesn't matter how many people want you to change. You still have to be faithful to the Lord if you want to be faithful to Him. And He will be faithful to you as long as you're still faithful to Him. These days that we have, all these days now that we have, there's so many things out there. Idols and everything. But these idols are, some of these idols that they have out there, people just don't understand it. It reminds me of another part of the story that we're going to be reading later on when we get there, about three Hebrew boys. There was a king that tried to make them change their faith. Said, if you don't bow down to me, I'm going to throw you in the furnace. I want you to worship this idol. I remember that part. And they said, no. They won't. The king got mad. He threw him in the furnace. But when he did that, their faith was so strong that the Lord Jesus Christ came down and they were free from this. They are now with the Lord Jesus Christ, and He is real. He's always real. And He's there. But you must have faith and believe in him. You must have faith and believe him. Believe in him. If you do, it's the best thing in the world. Because there's two places that you're going to go to. There's two places that you're going to go to, but it's your choice to make it in life. When you finally pass away, there's two places you'll go. If you're faithful and have faith in him and trust in the Lord with everything in your heart, you're going to go to heaven. But if you don't go over you don't have faith and you continue to worship the world, you're going to go to hell. And it's a terrifying place. It's a scary place. And it's real. It is real. And that's why you must always have faith in the Lord and be thankful for what he's done. I'm not telling you this to make you scared. I'm telling you this so you can make the best choice in your life. Because pretty soon, Jesus is coming back. We are in the last day and hour, and we will all meet Jesus up in the air. And he's going to ask us, what have you done in your life? Have you helped me? Have you gave me water when I wanted it, when I needed it? Have you clothed me when I needed it? Have you helped me when I needed it? This is real. And he'll ask you that. That's why you have to make a choice. Are you going to have faith and believe in him? Or are you going to continue serving this world? I'm not telling you this to scare you, but this is what's going to happen. It's real. It's your choice. So make this choice. I can tell you from experience, a lot of people that I've seen have made a wonderful choice, and they're a better person in this life. They're a better person in this life. It's the best thing ever when you learn to be faithful, and it's the best choice you're going to make in this world. So make your choice, because you have choices to make. Anyway, you can change your life around. You can change your life around after this reading. Trust me. You'll be a better person. So anyway, after next time we'll be reading chapter 15. We've already got into 15 chapters of the book of Genesis. And that's great. So anyway, have a good night, and let the Lord guide you. For He loves you very much. He loves you very much. No matter what choices you guys have caused, He still loves you very much. He knows your choices. Be fruitful and allow Him to come into your life. Have a blessed night.